Good afternoon team, how are we? Hope we are all well. So today's session is an upper body strength session in the gym, and I'm going to be completing 8 rounds of 1 minute all out effort on the assault bike with 4 minutes recovery. This is inspired by a mate of mine, Lewis, who's currently on a CrossFit training program. So I am doing a lot of aerobic and anaerobic work from different components, not just the bike. And I'm going to see how that translates across for the long term into my primary sport of cycling. So I'm going to get ready, get changed, head to the gym, and I will see you guys on the gym floor. Super chuffed with the outcome of this exercise. So this is a slight incline dumbbell chest press. I managed to push out 50 kilos. So that is a little bit of a milestone for me. Last week when I did this exercise, I was working in 3 to 6 reps, but did 7 reps at 45 kilos. So pushed it up to 50 kilos and managed a total of 4 reps. So last week I did a weighted chin up. This week I'm doing a close grip pull down. So it's the same movement pattern, and it'll allow me to load this exercise a little bit heavier. What I would say is always use wrist wraps. Take the stress off your grip in your forearms and put it straight into your back. And as you can see at the top of this move, we're trying to overstretch the shoulder blades up and really stretch out the lats. Admittedly, probably the weakest exercise I'm weak at on these. Anything overhead for me in this position, I've always been terrible at, but this is a seated dumbbell shoulder press, working for 4 to 8 reps, and these were 32 kilo dumbbells. So for this, I completed 4 sets total. One thing I would say about the seated cable row is to make sure that you use wrist wraps every single time. That's my personal preference, just to ensure that I take the stress off my forearms and my grip and put it just straight into my back. What I like to do as well with these is to overstretch the first rep by moving forward and then pulling and squeezing back tight. I like to keep my elbows in nice and tight, nice and narrow, keeping the head up in line with the body as you come back, and try not to jerk each rep, so it's a nice smooth transition into each one. Also, we're trying to squeeze the shoulder blades at the back whilst you're pulling backwards from that overstretched position at the front. And as I say, this is the seated cable row. It's just 4 sets of 5 to 7 reps.
Flat out? Yeah. How much rest do you have in between 3 and 4 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Flat out first one. Yeah. And then let's measure the drop off. Aim for 5. Yeah. If you hit 5, you're like, okay, I can do a few more. Yeah.
So you want to aim for 5?
Add some on. But we literally got to empty the tank on each one. It's mental battle, mental fortitude.
It is, mate. I have to reset the bottom.
It takes a while.
I think I've reset that.
Two and two of them. Now I have to work the back.
Interval, arrow, custom. Number of intervals, 8. Second work time.
There we go.
Yeah, 55 pounds. Yeah. Everything.
See you shortly.
That is it, session finished, session done. To be honest, you know what, I went into that far too naive, far too vulnerable. I thought 1 minute on, 4 minute off on the assault bike would be alright, considering that I do a lot of work on the watt bike. But I don't know if you can tell, that peppered me, absolutely grilled me into the floor. It's just that everything just goes heavy, it's the lactic in your legs, in your body, in your teeth. So I did 8 rounds anyway, 1 minute on, 4 minutes off. I think the max speed was about 37 mile an hour, average 30. That's upper session, a little bit of strength with 8 rounds, 1 minute on, 4 minutes off on the assault bike. Session done. Any questions, chuck them in the comments below. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.